Greetings, it's 2K Sports bringing you live coverage of the NBA. This is our Sunday night broadcast. Brian Anderson here with you alongside Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Johnson, the small forward, with Gordon holding down the floor. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown, and it's Jokic in at center. And for the Rockets, Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Inside, Smith and Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the one spot. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Graham.
Yeah, BA, and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
No luck on that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. Jokic passes to Murray, over Şengün, and there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist by Jokic.
That just illustrates how well-rounded Murray's game is when he's doing damage from the mid-range like that.
Van Vliet misses. Brown with it. Pass to Murray. Denver moving it around. A shot by Brown, no good. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. BA, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Takes one from 10 feet, gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And KD getting to his spot there, he thrives in the mid-range.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, BA, most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Smith. Let's go with a 3. Denver grabs the miss. Now Johnson. 3-pointer. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Houston has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Şengün in the post, working on Jokic. No one covering.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Pass to Jokic. Murray for 3. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Durant. Thompson outside. From downtown, and he buries his first look.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Murray passes to Jokic. Out to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Şengün. Jokic, no good. Rockets trail by 4. Outside Durant. And here is Thompson. Three-pointer. Here's Şengün. Goes back up, and he takes it up and lays it in.
You've got to love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. Outside Johnson, pass to Gordon. Outside Murray. Outside Johnson. Jokic against Şengün. Johnson for 3. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And the Rockets will will go for a different look here. Finney Smith's checked in for Smith. Eason comes in for Durant. Holiday's checked in for Amen Thompson. And it's Shepard in for Fred VanVleet. And Denver will go for a different look here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Watson comes in for Gordon. Hardaway's checked in for Johnson. And it's Brown in for Brown. And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Now here's Valanciunas. Pass to Murray. Here's Watson. And again, Denver with a three.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Rockets trail by 8. Finney Smith a screen. Puts up a three. Hauled in by Brown. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Outside Watson. Hardaway from outside. He drops it from range.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Here's Shepard. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Eason. Outside Holiday. Finney Smith a screen to win the run. Hardaway grabs the board. The Nuggets lead by 11. Here's Murray. And here's Brown for three. The shot that time not on target. Eason, pass to Holiday. Here's Shepard. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Jamal Murray, he's been the guy making things happen for the Nuggets. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Tari Eason is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Okogie in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. And Houston has possession. Denver getting their last shot to go. Here's Durant again. Houston.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Jokic. Hardaway, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Stan, when you compare Tim Hardaway Jr.'s game to his dad's, they are quite a bit different.
Well, his dad was more of a floor general and a penetrating guard, while Junior is more of a volume shooter, especially from outside. Remember, B.A., they played in different eras, so it's not all that surprising.
Now here's Jokic. Outside Hardaway. Misses the three. Rockets trail by 8. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. Brown can't hit. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. The three ball. KD, what else would you expect?
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, Now there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Finney Smith. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Okogie. And then for Denver, Aaron Gordon comes in for Holmes. And Brown subbed in for Watson. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Brown passes to Jokic. Now Brown. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Jokic muscles it down.
Well, run into Jokic too hard on the screen, and you'll be on the bench for a while.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. To the middle. Smith outside. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Smith's got 5 now.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Jokic, the screen. He shoots. Hardaway, no good.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Durant with the bucket.
On the catch and shoot, Durant is so effective. You have to run him off his shot.
Outside Brown. Brown looking around. Sends it home from three-point land. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. When I think about Bruce Brown, the term glue guy comes to mind, Coach.
Yeah, B.A., I think that's right on the money. The way Brown hustles and does a little bit of everything, he can cover for gaps in a rotation. A key cog for that 2023 Nuggets title team.
Houston making some changes. Alperen Şengün comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Thompson in for Durant. And then for Denver, Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Cam Johnson comes in for Hardaway, and Murray subbed in for Brown. There's 1:54 left in the second. Smith with a screen on Brown. Thompson passes to Smith. Brown with a steal. Thompson with a steal. Here's Smith. Soft touch off the glass. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Pass to Valanciunas. Outside Murray. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Şengün, the screen. Now Van Vliet jacks up a 3. Brown grabs the board. Valanciunas with a screen on Thompson. And Valanciunas gets it to go on the assist by Brown. Brown's got his 3rd assist of the night. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Down low. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power. You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Outside Murray. Fires for 3. The shot no good. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for David Adelman. Brown at the 2, Johnson at the 3. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. And it's Murray in at point guard.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Van Vliet misses. Denver has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Jokic, it's hauled in by Houston.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Brown passes to Jokic. The 15-footer. That shot off the mark.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Şengün. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. Denver moving it around. Gordon outside. Fires from the line. Murray, no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
The 3, Smith sinks it from distance. Smith's got 10.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Nuggets trail by 3. Outside Murray. Gordon with a screen on Van Vliet. Gordon outside. Pass to Johnson. Here's Gordon. 5 to shoot. From deep, Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss. The Rockets lead by 3. Stolen by Jokic. Here's Johnson. Outside Brown. Back to Jokic. The kick out to Johnson. Gordon on the wing. And another miss by Denver. The Rockets have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. He throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Nuggets trail by 3. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Amen Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in action, and he can get downhill. Brian?
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Van Vliet. Still without a bucket. Thompson with a screen. Clock at 6. The 3, Smith. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 4 assists now tonight. Denver has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Pass to Jokic. Murray against Van Vliet. Murray up top. Give him 8. Ooh, that high release of Jokic as he buries the 3.
Well, when Jokic comes back and hits a 3 like that to erase the 3 on the other end, it's devastating.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So for the Rockets, Finney Smith checked in for Smith. Eason comes in for Durant. Crawford comes in for Amen Thompson. And then for Denver, Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Watson comes in for Gordon. And it's Brown in for Johnson. Here's Van Vliet. There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter. Pass to Crawford. Now Şengün. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Crawford. The three-pointer off the mark. Nuggets trail by 3. Now Valanciunas, defended by Şengün. And here's Valanciunas for the tie. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got 4 rebounds now. Some breakthrough contributions for the Nuggets from Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon. Grant elevating their game.
But at the same time, Denver's depth has been a concern. You know, BA, we know what Jokic can do, but he needs help to win another ring.
Here's Murray. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. 50 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. An easy 2 on the layup.
Well, when Murray has his attacking game working, it opens up more space for everybody.
Now Şengün. On the wing, Finney Smith. No good from outside. Nuggets trail by 3. Outside, Brown. And here's Brown. He's scoreless. 4-3. They get it again. Valanciunas can't get it to go. Outside Eason. From deep three-point line. Oh, at the buzzer! He got it off in time!
That is an incredible shot.
Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
And so it's the Houston Rockets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Clint Capella out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Shepherd in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense, it's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic is doubled. Outside, Brown. Off the mark there with a 3.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
The kick to Durant. The 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Now here's Brown. Watson. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Durant. Lets it go from deep. And Houston, another 3.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Van Vliet checked in for Shepard. Brown's checked in for Denver. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. For three, Hardaway. The Rockets pull it in. Finney Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Acer, pass to Durant. Back to Eason. Fires the 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Now here's Hardaway. Jokic with a screen on Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway to pass to Jokic. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
Well, Jokic is a smooth operator in tight. He won't waste many of those chances.
Pass to Durant for 3. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now here's Jokic. Fires from deep. A nice shot by Watson.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Houston making some changes. Sengun checked in for Capella. Smith comes in for Finney Smith. And it's Amin Thompson in for Eason. And then for Denver, Aaron Gordon's checked in for Watson. Cam Johnson comes in for Brown. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Hardaway. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Outside Van Vliet. Now Thompson. Outside Durant. Now Van Vliet. Thompson, a screen on Murray. Van Vliet can't get the 3. Nuggets trail by 15. Johnson inside, guarded by Durant. Murray against Sengun. Brown fires. The 3 is off. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Durant. Van Vliet. Oh, the long ball, no good.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Now Jokic. 2 minutes in the game. Oh, Joker. Too big inside.
Strength and determination from Jokic inside, scoring through the contact.
Sengun in the post, working on Jokic. Bucket! That one goes!
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on, they're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, that's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Outside Van Vliet. Oh, missed on the tray. Nuggets trail by 12. Outside Brown. Now Jokic. Jokic is doubled. Whoa! Oh, sweet move. Ooh, he leaves no question.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions, and defensively, they need stops.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Rockets.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kevin Durant.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
And he slams it down.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Now here's Gordon. Johnson with it, guarded by Smith. Brown fires. Can't hit it. So it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And now let's swing it over to Ali LaForce, who is now with our player of the game. We'll see you.
KD, you were able to clamp down defensively as the game wore on. What was the key there?
Well, we stayed patient. We contested shots. They hit some tough ones early on, and I think in the pick and roll, we made a solid adjustment, and we turned that around. Coach made a great adjustment, and we was able to get rebounds and go.
The patience was so important. It paid off. Thanks, KD.
All right, Ali, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Ali LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.